Hey buddy, Papa Kenny's workshop. It's Thursday, December 28th. I don't know, kind of dark. It's raining out. It's like 40 degrees outside. And yes, it's my birthday, and I got a couple birthday gifts. Let's check it out. Oh, we got two calipers. No, I'm sorry, two rotors, a caliper, and some pads. Yep. All grumpy. Gotta do the rear brakes on it. Now last year I had a problem with the right rear locking up, so I went and changed the caliper, but I never changed the rotor. I did put pads on there, but I never changed the rotor, and I had a vibration for a long time. So lesson learned. Now come this year, my driver's side caliper's locking up, so I went out, I bought a new caliper for the driver's side. I got new rotors and new pads, and we're gonna get after it. Yep, we're out outside in the rain, but what are you gonna do? The workshop is not so much of a workshop today. Anyways, I'm gonna get the tools out and we'll get after it. Hopefully I got all the right parts. All right, we'll start with this side, the easy side. 19 millimeter. I don't know how good the lighting is, but what it is what it is. This should be fairly simple. Well, actually, is anything ever simple? Alright, so I had to go get a clamp because I know I'm gonna need it, and I gotta go get a pipe off probably to take this off. All right, here we go. Okay, I'm pretty sure I got everything I need. The one other thing to get . All right, here we go. We're gonna guess 13 millimeter. No, way bigger than that. Gotta be like an 18. Yep. For the rotors, calipers. Can't even see it. 14 millimeter. Take the bottom one out first. Why is it nothing ever goes easy when you're on camera? Alright, I don't know how well you guys can see, but I'm gonna do the best I can. Okay, caliper bolts. To my surprise, it pops right off. These pads look great, but I get new ones anyways. Alright, so let's see what holds that on in the back. I gotta get another light, which I thought I had. I gotta get this caliper bracket off. And that's an 18 millimeter caliper bracket. Yep. Break them loose. Nope, there's a long one and a short one. Long bolt goes on the top. Come on. I hate doing brakes. Yep, so there's a long one and a short one on the bottom. I'm gonna take this off. Alright, let's go in the garage. Alright. I know I said let's go to the garage, but instead of doing 9 trips, let's make 1 trip. Alright, there's a Torx bit on here that holds the rotor on. It's a Torx 30. Don't lose the screw. And rotor pops right off. There's your emergency brake shoes right here. They spread out underneath and in the back of here. Alright, now we'll go in the garage. Okay. Let's make sure our rotor's the right size. Yep, rotor's the right size. And yeah, I can feel. Later on, we're going to put a straight edge on this. I'm going to check it out. I probably didn't even need to do this, but we'll check it out after. Alright, next thing is, grab your old pads. Make sure they're stained. Now, 2 different pads. Okay, if you look here, this little tab, this goes on the back side of the car, inside. When your brakes get close to 1, this tab right here rubs on the rotor. That's where you get that squeaking noise. So don't try to put 2 on the same side or whatever. Okay, so pretty much brake pads line up, same thing. They look to be the same. Alright, so we should be pretty good. Alright. First things first. These come with Cosmoline, or I don't know how the hell you say it. It's something to stop them from rusting while they're sitting on the shelves, even though they're in a package. Take some brake cleaner. Let's do it over here. Away from everything. What I do is I just spray the whole thing down. Okay? That's what I do. Then I'll get some paper towels. Sorry, I'm moving you guys all around. And I'll just wipe them off. You can spray them again later. Alright, put this to the side. Okay. This caliper bracket. See these clips? This is what your shoes wear in. And this is something I didn't do the last time, but I'm going to do it this time. You pop these off, one at a time, so you remember how they go. I gotta go get a wire brush. This is pretty important, and I don't know why I always leave this out. But I normally don't do this when I do brakes, but we're going to do it right this time. Alright, so we're going to take a wire brush. Where that thing lays, we're just going to clean it up a little bit. You don't have to make it shiny, just get off the heavy stuff. Alright. Take a look at the clips. They got a little bit of rust and crap on it. See it? Right there. You just want to clean these up Don't go crazy. Get any heavy rust off of them. Just like that. Alright. Brake lubricant. Okay? They give you a little package. I don't know. They used to give you a bunch of this stuff before, not anymore. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit, if it comes out, right there. I'm going to put it right down in that corner down in there. Alright? A little bit on the top. Can you guys see alright what I'm doing? Okay, a little bit, not a lot. You don't have to go crazy. Alright, now I'm going to take a little bit more. Put it on the shoes where it rides in there. Okay? Nothing crazy, just enough to make them slide in there. Okay? Put this clip back on. That's why you do one at a time so you don't get confused on how it goes on and how it goes off and whatever. It just fits in there, snaps in like that. Bang. Now we'll take the other one off, do the same thing. You don't want to bend these things all out of place, proportion. When you bought pads, this stuff used to come with it, no more. Everything's, I don't know. You don't get anything anymore. You don't get brake lubricant, you don't get the hardware. You gotta pay extra for all that crap, believe it or not. And I bet you half this stuff's coming from China. I got nothing against China. Alright, so we tighten up that torque screw. Nothing crazy. As you can see, I got fingerprints all over this. It's going to be a million times I'll have to do this, but it's okay. Well, that's drip drying. I'm going to take this, check these right here. Make sure these slide in and out pretty good. This one's kind of tight. Maybe I'm going to grease this. So basically, you pull this out, hold the rubber, and turn. That thing pops right out. So I'm going to put a little bit of, I'm going to clean this off. Take some grease. You don't need a whole lot of this. I tend to get carried away, but. And then it just slides right back in the hole. There we go. See how that moves better? Might as well do them both, right? You don't want to rip that rubber. Okay. Put it back in, twist it in, wipe off any excess. Okay. Goes on like that. Okay. Remember your long bolt and your short bolt. The long one. Line up your caliper bracket. Okay, we'll just run them up with the ratchet a little bit. Make sure you got it going the right way. Okay, then you get out a torque wrench. right here, and you want to set them for 80 foot-pounds. Alright, so I got mine's already set there. I was way ahead of the game. Yeah, these are aluminum, people. You really don't want to overdo it. So I'm gonna have to get on that side because I can't get any leverage. Did you hear it? Okay. Reset it to 0. You can't hear it, but I can see it. The red light right there. A little bit more. It'll go green when it's there. There it is. 80 foot-pounds. Alright, let me put this away for now. I don't want it to get wet. Okay, now that the caliper bracket's on, let's put our pads on. If you take a look at this caliper, it goes on there, so you know the brake pad's going to hit here and 2 on the outside here. So we want to put a little bit of grease on the shoes. Take the inboard one with the warning indicator, whatever you want to call that thing. Little on that ears, not much. And right in the center, just goob it all around, just like that. This thing should slide right in. Okay. Same thing. A little bit of lube on here. They say they give you enough. Alright, so I'm going to put a little bit there. A little bit there. And we know on each side over here and here. Okay. Should slide right in there. Just like that. Just for good measures, I'm just going to put a little bit more grease here. Okay, here's the tricky part. Now we got to collapse the caliper. Alright. This is how I do it. There's a million different ways. If you don't have a C-clamp like I do, you can use a big pair of pump pliers, but I'll put an old pad in there. Then I'll take my C-clamp. Alright, so I take the C-clamp, put an old shoe in there, take a C-clamp. I do have a tool for this. It's like a T, but I can't find it, so I'm going to try this method. Make sure you got a nice flat spot. And just walk that thing right in. It should bottom out on you. Okay. See if I want enough. Yep. And it's starting to come down pretty good now. I should have did the side that I needed to do first, huh? It's all good. It's all good at Papa Kenny's workshop out here in the rain. What I have to do is run these up. And give them a little snug with your ratchet. Once again, you don't want to go crazy over tightening. That's it. Put the wheel on and we'll go on the other side. It's in gear. But yep, alright, we're gonna pick up everything and I'll see you on the other side. Hi everybody, back on Old Grumpy. Gonna do the driver's side brakes, including brand new caliper. So this is what you need. You're gonna need an 18mm wrench, an 18mm socket, a ratchet, 10mm socket, your choice, 3/8 or 1/4 inch drive, a Torx 30 bit, 11mm wrench. You're gonna need brake fluid, and I know some of you don't have this fancy brake bleeding thing, so grandpa, your sister, your wife, or your mother, you're gonna need someone else to give you a hand to bleed the brakes after. And don't forget to get brake fluid. Alright, so let's get after it. You all seen on the other side what I did. I already cleaned everything up. With a caliper slide in, I don't have to do any of that other than grease because it all comes with brand new hardware. Alright, so let's get the caliper off first and go from there. $13mm. Let me go. It's a little check nut. Probably have to put a wrench on that to hold it. I'm replacing the whole thing so it don't. I did forget a pry bar. Caliper's pretty tight. There we go. Once you get it going, it'll come right out. So what I think I'm going to do, let me put the caliper on, because I got to mark. You should mark because you're changing the caliper. Hard for you to see, but I'm going to put a mark on the caliper for where the hose goes in, just for orientation purposes. Okay, comes with a new banjo bolt and seals, copper seals. So actually might be easier to break that bolt free while it's on there. 11mm on the line. Okay, now that I broke it free, pop it off. Okay, we got the old caliper off. You take the line, take out the old bolt, comes with a new bolt and all that. Now, one of these copper washers on each side. Okay, put that in place, but snug that up. Okay, so now that we got the caliper line on, I'm going to crack it free this way here. Maybe the brake fluid or gravity feed out. That's it. Keep this. So up there for now. Now we got to get this off. Brake shoes. Look, they're pretty good, but I think this, it got so hot, I think it got warped. I'm not taking any chances. I just did this dance way too many times. Oh well, these things were in there pretty tight. Maybe they weren't sliding good enough. Alright, 18mm, take the caliper bracket off. Oh boy. Put these on. Remember the torques I told you before? The other side, 88 foot-pounds when you put this caliper bracket back on. 10 foot-pounds on everything else, because I don't know what those are. Well, when I say Kenny, I got a pretty good feel for it. Come on. Remember, short bolt, long bolt. Long bolt goes on the top. And it looks like it's bleeding itself out of the bleeder screw. Alright, now the torque's 30. I already cleaned the rotor up with brake cleaner. Going to get some brake cleaner to clean that up a little bit. Okay, rotor on. Oh, that wouldn't have been good, huh? Torque 30 back in. Still raining here. Gotta do what you gotta do, right? Alright, Papa Kenny torque. A little more weight. Alright. Brand new caliper bracket. Put it on the right side. I should probably put some aluminum anti-seize on these, but snug these up. Alright, I gotta go get the torque wrench. 80 foot-pounds. Hear that? Boom, 80 foot-pounds. Damn it. Just gotta zero it out. Okay. Kind of a bad angle because you guys are in my way. Yeah, there it is. Alright. Put our brake pads in. Remember, when your brakes are wearing, this one goes on the back side. That's that tab. When it gets halfway, it starts rubbing on your rotor. That's what that squealing sound is. I won't have to collapse this rotor because it already came collapsed. Okay, and that's it. Just gotta bleed the brakes. Alright, say I don't have grandpa or mama or anybody else to help me bleed the brakes. I got this unit, and how it works, it works as a vacuum and it pulls fluid through. I gotta fill that caliper. You wanna loosen the caliper, bleeding screw, put your hoosie on it, and just press the trigger, and you'll see the fluid start to pull through. You pull it until see all the air lines that'll come out, all the air bubbles. See, there's a lot of air bubbles. I know it's hard to see, but that's sucking all the fluid out so you don't have any air in your system. Don't forget to check your brake fluid while you're doing this. You don't want to run that reservoir dry. Alright, a few more bubbles. I can see them in the line. I could add a little bit of air in here from before too, so we'll see how it goes. Alright, pretty much I can see clear fluid running right through it. Okay, so we're gonna take this off, tighten our bleed a screw, put a tire on, that's done. That's how you do rear brakes on a 2005 Cadillac SDS. I call Grumpy. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.